Okay, so first of all, thank you all so much for being here. 1 million cups. Give yourself a hand for that. And first of all, I am Lynette Kincaid. I'm an author and also a writing coach. I am the owner of I Write Writing Academy. I'm super excited to be here. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to introduce the coffee roaster. Y'all give her a hand as she comes.
Hey guys, my name is Kirsty. I'm the owner of the Sleepy Turtle Coffee Co., a mobile coffee shop here in Colorado Springs. I do wholesale private labeling. I do catering, weddings, special events, stuff like that. So if you have any inquiries, feel free to talk with me after.
And next, we're super excited to have our coffee sponsor. We could not drink without them, so give our coffee sponsor, Thrive, a big hand clap as they come.
See? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Heather McBroom. I'm the executive director for the Thrive Networks. We teach entrepreneurship classes in Southeast Colorado Springs. There is no cost to attend the classes. Our applications are still open for the summer cohort, so if you know anyone who would be interested in it, applying, I've got some cards right here. You can pick them up, share them with your friends, family, or if you're interested, would be happy. And then we do have a pitch night coming up, so please hold the date. It is May 13th from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Springs First Church. So we hope to see you guys there.
We're also grateful for our cup sponsor, BBB. Is it anyone here from the BBB today? All right, so give them a big hand clap for providing the cups. I just wanted to give everyone a reminder, please silence your cell phones. Also, I just wanted to, if you see this QR code on your table, please let that be a reminder for you to sign in to let everyone know that you're here and you're rocking with us here at 1 Million Cups. So, what else? Okay. So I'm super excited about our presenter today. Our presenter is a Colorado native. Super excited to have him. For any of you here that may be realtors, you have a home, he's actually the person that you would need to speak with about elevating what you're doing right now. So we're excited to have Ryan Walsh from Next Door Photos join us today. Give him a hand.
Hi guys, happy to be here. A little bit about me and my background. As I said, I'm here from Colorado Springs native. I grew up on the south end of the Springs, graduated from Mesa Ridge High School. Started off doing everything that, the world told me that you're supposed to do. What are you gonna do for the rest of your life? Plan out your career path. What college are you going to? Those types of things. So that's what I was doing. I was applying to colleges, getting scholarships, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. None of it felt right, so I turned down the acceptance letters, turned down the scholarships, and kept working at Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Actually really loved that company. I would go back to work for them anytime. Working at Chick-fil-A, I was introduced to missions work. So the humanitarian aspect of what the Bible does for us. And God's a big part of my story, so it's going to come back and you're going to hear it through and through. And so I just started asking around. I didn't know any missionaries. I didn't know anybody. So one of my managers was the only person I knew was going on mission trips with her church at the time. It's not me making the sound. She was, and so I was like, hey, can we talk about this? And she's like, yeah, let me introduce you to these guys that are over here at Youth with a Mission, over off of Garden of the Gods and I-25. I was like, okay, let's check it out. And so I filled out an application and went on a short-term trip overseas with them, just learning about what Christian missions is, and joined them and overseas and leading short-term trips, started seeing the impact that businesses can have in a local community. We had missionaries that were using businesses they were having, it gives them natural relationships with people in their communities. Your neighbors, your vendors, your customers, the governments, just natural relationships, the ability to give good jobs that pay well, give people access to health care and education, good living, the ability to support their families without exploiting them. And these businesses are often focused on preventing human trafficking, fighting extreme poverty. So I started seeing this and the impact that good business can have in a holistic sense on local communities. And I was like, I want to be a part of that. And so I joined our business as missions team that we had there at the campus. We started Kairos Coffee House. That was my first venture right there off of Garden of the Gods. Did that for 5 years, built it out, trained a number of people on the cafe business model. We sent them overseas and helped them get their businesses off the ground there. And then, funds ran out. So we were living and working on donations. Funds ran out. My wife and I also met my wife with YWAM. We had 3 kids in those 10 years that we were working with them. And we're like, but the funds ran out, and we're like, so something needs to change. So I went to Motorcycle Mechanics Institute in Phoenix, Arizona. It's something that I wanted to do ever since high school, really passionate about motorcycles, and loved it, but we were just like, okay, what's next? Because all of our family is here in the Springs, and we wanted to come back to the Springs. We still felt like we're supposed to be business owners, and we're like, okay, God, how do these connect? Because we're looking at the motorcycle industry, entry-level mechanic jobs, they don't support a family of 5. And I still had the dream of being a business owner, and that wasn't going to get me there either. And so we were visiting over Christmas break, and I was talking to my old team leader, and he's like, oh, I didn't realize you guys were planning to come back to the Springs. You should check out this company. They're looking for somebody to partner with in Colorado Springs. And I was like, okay, it's a photography company. I knew nothing about photography, had no background in photography. And so I was like, what does this look like? So I was like, can't hurt to have a conversation. So we talked about it. It checked all the boxes for me, except for motorcycles. But to see dreams come to fruition, sometimes we have to make a few sacrifices. So instead of running a motorcycle business, I flip motorcycles out of my garage to make ends meet as we get the business off the ground. So why I love Next Door Photos and what we got into it is because it's focused on employing people out of human trafficking, exploitation situations, as well as extreme poverty. So and we do that through our partnerships with our editing teams. And yeah, I'll share more about the business in a little bit. We launched about 2 years ago in 2021, so we're coming up on our 2nd year anniversary, and it has been a wild ride. Probably the most difficult season of my life. And a lot of entrepreneurs can probably relate to this. Working out of your home, making sales calls every day. You face a lot of isolation. You face a lot of self-doubt, a lot of rejection, and when you get those paychecks that are a little bit less than overwhelming, you're like, what are we doing this for? Yeah, what paycheck sometimes? But we couldn't give up, and that's one of my giftings is being long suffering. So we're making it. Busy season's coming back. We're seeing a lot of homes hitting the market now, which is great. Business is picking back up, and I'm optimistic. I've got 2 photographers working with me at this point, and we're going to continue to grow. Thank you.
All right, I think that was probably one of the most amazing speeches I've seen at 1 Million Cups. It is
Thank you.
literally the epitome of what 1 Million Cups is. You didn't really speak about the business much. You just spoke about how you got here, what drives you, all the stuff that we want to know. So I think you did an awesome job, man. You're going to rock it.
Oh, thank you.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, what a great presentation. I don't know if I really got what Nextdoor does. I know photography. Connect those two for me. Give us some specifics around
Absolutely.
the value that your business brings.
Yep. So my business, Nextdoor Photos, is focused on making real estate look good. So we provide photos, that's our main thing, but if there's other products out there that we use to market houses or properties, we provide that. Videos, drone photos, drone video, floor plans, 3D tours, 3D models, you name it. Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness, she just put me on the spot.
Welcome.
No, welcome to you. You really put me on the spot. I don't even know. Tell us, you guys just started, correct?
Yep.
What are some of the future goals that you have for your business, and how can we help you to achieve some of those goals?
Absolutely. Let's see. Yeah, you put me on the spot. Absolutely. We spend a lot of time talking about these, but sometimes they just fly right out of your head. Yeah, so some of our goals, honestly, I want to saturate our Colorado Springs market with Nextdoor Photos. I want to be the household brand in the real estate industry for real estate media. That's goal number one. Goal number two is to hire as many people as we can. Nextdoor Photos is a national brand, but each location is independently owned. And together, we want to employ over 10,000 people. That's our big, hairy, audacious goal. We want to create 10,000 jobs, stateside as well as overseas. How we get there? You wanted to know how you guys can help us out. I need connections with people here in Colorado Springs. I want to meet real estate offices, real estate brokers, team leaders. Just introduce them to me. Be a value. Get on their vendors list. Help them, coach them, their clients, how to get their listings to present the best they possibly can.
Hey, I want to agree with the gentleman's first comment. That was an amazing story that you gave us, so thanks for
thank
that.
you.
You do residential. Have you thought about commercial buildings and spaces?
Yes, we do commercial. It's been a harder market to break into. A lot of the agents that I talk to that are doing commercial real estate don't feel a need for high-end media for them. I think they're doing themselves and their clients a disservice because professional media can gain, and marketed well, gains up to 40% higher offers. And so we've done that. I've done commercial spaces. They're few and far between. We get a lot more business from, doing residential, but we do commercial, absolutely.
Good morning. Hi.
Hey, I was
You're
looking for the microphone.
It's like I should do this one, and then you're freaked out. So tell us a little bit about what kind of your unique value proposition. Are you better at lighting? Do you have examples of someone that has maybe lousy shots, and then you came in and made better ones? Kind of what are the tips, or what makes you special on that?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah, we don't expect people to do business with us because we're creating jobs for people. We want people to do business with us because we provide them with the best value. Obviously, our quality's got to be great, and so it is. We shoot in a different style than the majority of photography companies out there. Most photographers are shooting in HDR. We use a method called flambient. So we're utilizing flash photography as well as ambient lighting in creating our media. Other thing that puts us ahead of a lot of competition is we guarantee next day delivery on our media. So if we do your photos today, you'll have them back tomorrow morning. That's a big thing. We also offer same day service when needed. So you get those last minute listings that come in. It's like, hey, we love this house. We want to put an offer in on it, but we got to sell this house first. And so it has to be on the market yesterday. So we can do that for you and we can make that happen.
With
Yes, sir.
same-day service and next-day service like that, how do you ensure quality?
Sorry. Okay. Sorry, when I'm answering a question, I'm not following the microphone.
No, go ahead.
You know your speech has been good when people are fighting over the microphone. Two questions. Have you done anything like with Vrbo or Airbnb? Would that be another route?
Yes, I'm actually amazed at how many photo shoots I've been getting in the last month for short-term rental properties. They're a lot of fun because they're decorated, they're staged already, and so they present really well, and we're able to add a lot of value. The shooting style is a little bit different because we're more concerned about the individual spaces rather than big picture. This is the whole property, and so that's been a little bit of a learning curve for us, but we're getting really good at it.
And then part B, my second question, sorry. I love your vision of trying to create employment opportunities for those coming out of human trafficking or out of extreme poverty. How do you see that working?
Yeah, I can tell you exactly how it's working. My main editing team that I work with, and I'll use it as an example, is based out of Nairobi, Kenya. And so we're hiring people that are coming out of the largest slum in the world in Nairobi. Within 3 months of working, it takes about 6 months to get somebody up to speed before they're fully trained and editing stuff, just because some of the challenges that come with the situation that they're coming out of. But within 3 months, they've got new clothes, new shoes, and they're in an apartment in the city rather than living in the slums, dirt floors, that type of stuff. Thank you. And that just comes from paying well, giving a safe place to work. And then we also, our teams, so we've really spent a lot of effort curating these relationships with our editing teams. And they're separate businesses, but we have a partnership with them in this. And so what they do is they are providing counseling. They're providing, resources that somebody needs to be able to, know what to do with now an income and a stable job, and at the same time presenting them with the gospel as well. All right, now you got the microphone.
I got the mic. You'll get it next. So with same-day service and next-day service, how do
Yes,
you
sir.
ensure quality control on that?
Yep.
That's fast turnaround.
It is a fast turnaround. Our editing teams are trained really well. We have a third party that delivers our media for us. So I can be, here doing shoots, here giving presentations, and we have another third party that we work with that's reviewing all of the media before it gets sent out. And so then they're sending it back to the editors like, hey, this isn't quite right. Hey, you missed this note. You forgot to fix this. And then those escalations get turned around, really quickly, and that's how we're able to get same-day service and quality control.
So I have two questions, and I don't know which one to ask first. So one, why do you think that your why is not important to your consumers? And secondly, why isn't your why or some of that story, the results, anything on here?
That's a good question. I feel like it's more of a statement than a question. No, absolutely. I agree. The why is important.
Are you really convinced?
Yes. A big push of the business and I mean, relationships is the currency of this industry, of the real estate industry. I've never been able to convince somebody to do business with me because of my why.
You're gonna get.
I don't say that.
You're gonna get business because of your why.
Absolutely.
Because of your why. If people know your why, you're gonna get business for it. So let them know your why.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Being based here in Colorado Springs, how far out do you go? I asked this of most of these that have mobile. How far out do you go from Colorado Springs?
Yeah. For our clients, we don't typically take on shoots that are real far out for like the one-time offs. For my existing clients, we'll go pretty far. I've done shoots in Hartselle, done shoots in Westcliff. I've done plenty of shoots out in Yoder. We have a team in Denver. They do everything north of Larkspur for us, and we've got another team in Fort Collins, and they do everything up to Wyoming. Yes, sir. So those are separate businesses, but we partnership with them. So we contract out to their team, and they photograph it, and then we deliver it to our clients.
Okay, I noticed the B Corp certification on your card.
Yep.
What did that look like for your business? Was that in line with your why? Would you recommend others doing it?
Yes, so what that is a higher standard of business practices. I don't know a whole lot about it. That's more on the back end with my partner, the other share owner in my business. But that's, yeah, so basically what that's saying is we're not exploiting people. We're paying living wages, and we're doing everything above reproach. We're honest. We're not hiding anything, or, yeah, what you see is what you get.
Is it Ryan?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ryan, you have one of the greatest social impact platforms that I've ever seen, and I'm old. So I've seen a lot of stuff, right? So to follow up with what Mimi was saying here, it's perplexing to me that this isn't leading your efforts. Maybe your measurements are wrong. How are you measuring that you never got anything from your social impact?
Sure.
Where does that come from?
Yep. Probably because I haven't led with it. Absolutely. It's going to come out. I can't hide it, right? This is why I do what I do. And I do share it with agents and with our clients for sure. And it gives the opportunity to build relationships and continue to educate. When I do presentations at real estate offices, I always share the why. I've got a slide on it with our goals and why we do what we do. It's just not on that rack card.
All right, I got the mic.
All right.
I got a two-part question. One of the things that I've noticed as you told most of the story about your past business experiences with motorcycle and even in the missionary work,
yep,
and now with the photography work, what I heard anyways is it seems like there is kind of a thread of challenge with sales and marketing. And I wonder if you've noticed that yourself, and have you invested in your own training to understand like what makes sales and marketing actually work for a business? Have you invested like working with a coach or a consultant or training programs of that sort?
You're right. That is a challenge, and I have not. I have a coach through the business. It's part of my partnership with them, but it's not specifically, a dedicated sales coach.
Okay. So my related question to that is have you thought or talked to real estate agents about what they really need? Like what's the problem that they have? And the reason why I ask that question is because I'm not at all convinced that speed is the most important thing to them. It often takes, a fair amount of time to create a listing, and they're very busy, so it's very hard for me to imagine that a next day service would be the thing that would be most important to them. So I wonder if you've talked to real estate agents to find out like what is it, you know, around their marketing that they really need help with.
Sure, it's a great question. I've won a lot of clients by having the availability to do quick turnarounds. A lot of our competition, they're booked, especially in the busy time, they're booked weeks out. And a lot of times, and the way it goes, and I'll just say this, real estate industry people love to do stuff last minute. And so it's just the natural way it's worked. I've won a lot of clients with that. In that way. So it is a big need for them. To have the speed is a big need. Second is they need quality media. That's a big one. And there's a lot of options out there for getting quality media, but having both of those things. And then the ability to service all of their listings, whether they've got them in Pueblo, they've got them out in Yoder, they've got them in Denver, because the real estate agents that I know aren't going to turn somebody down because they're, 25, 30, 40, 50 miles away. They're going to take that listing. And so for us to be able to service that and get them the same quality, they don't have to go to another booking site and do that. That's a big bonus as well. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I liked your presentation.
Thank you.
So when I went to look you up on Facebook, I noticed that I didn't really find any of your information. I found a lot of other states. And so it led me to wonder, is this considered to be a franchise then?
It is not a franchise. The legal term is a partnership LLC. And so each location is locally owned. So somebody there owns a large percentage of the business. The other owner is a company called 3D Mia. So they're my partner in Next Door Photos Colorado Springs LLC. Yes, ma'am.
The most important question for you. What can we as a Colorado Springs business community do to help you?
Do to help me. Network with me. Share your contacts with me, and I'll do the same. That's probably the biggest thing. I want to meet more people. I want to be involved in different things like our local Realtors Association, and all the brokerages. Like I said, I want to be a household name for our industry, and I know everybody knows a realtor. There you go. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the presentation.
My pleasure.
You're amazing. Did somebody take a picture? Star wants to get your picture.
All right.
Right. Thank you so much.
And it's a perfect color.
It is. I love that. You know the rules. On Wednesdays we wear orange. So now we're going to give a moment for our media sponsor, Kevin Fetty.
I'm much farther away back there than I was at the Next Us. Well, hey everyone, as she said, my name is Kevin Fetty. My business is Fetty Studios. I do live event coverage, corporate video, commercial videos for commercials. I do photography, I do real estate photo and video. So if he's busy, let me know. I do, drone photo, video, and I'm doing podcast shooting and editing. So if you need help with any of that, let me know. Woohoo!
Do we have any first-time visitors to 1 Million Cups today? Woo! Excited to have you. Thank you so much. Our organizers, our current organizers or our alumni, do you mind raising your hand? Woo! Excited. All right, so let me just go ahead and put this out there, okay? Because, I'm kind of taking Samantha's place, which is a big role, okay? So as we do these community announcements, continue to keep it short and sweet, okay? Because you're on my watch now. So make sure it's 30 seconds or less. Otherwise, they're looking at me really, really crazy, okay? So you don't have to really introduce yourself. Just let us know where we need to go, all right? come on up for the community announcements.
Good morning, everyone. So today, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., I need hands-on muscle guys or ladies, someone strong, to come help set up at Sanctuary Church. We are busing in the homeless, pouring into them from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. this afternoon. So if you can make that, that would be amazing. Pop in, just love on them, care for them. Please hit me up if you're not sure where Sanctuary Church is. Thank you.
Have visuals. So coming up Saturday, May 6th from 10 to 3 at the UC Health Park, the old, what's the Vibe Stadium now, is the Find Your Family Fun. So if you guys have some kiddos in your life and you want to, oh yeah, Brush Crazy will be there. So there's all kinds of things going on, hundreds of vendors. So Find Your Family Fun. And then first Saturdays, Cars and Coffee is starting again a month early this year. So April through October, and there is a new location. It's at the University Village, Colorado, which is at North Nevada, close to I-25, with the Costco and Panera and all that stuff in there. So yeah, just north of here, so not too far. So if you want a flyer, come see me for that.
Thank you so much. And right now we're going to call up our event sponsor, Exponential Impact, Coral.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Coral Lasky. I'm the program manager here at Exponential Impact, or XI. It's a lot easier to say. We're happy to have you all here with us. We're very excited. So that's it. Welcome. Hope you enjoy the space. Just so you know, when you come in here, if you ever get lost, the blue will take you outside, and the gold will take you to the beer. That was part of the design. The gold one, like over there, if you look over there. I can't see very well, but. We do have another announcement, so now I'm switching into my 1 Million Cup organizer role. We have a new organizer joining us today, Miss Mimi the Motivator. Woo-hoo. So when you become an organizer, you get an extra special fancy mug and a shirt. And so now Mimi's gonna match us. Yeah. So, and all of us organizers, we volunteer our time, right? No one's paid. There's no money that goes in and out of 1 Million Cups. So we all give 5 hours or so a week in helping speakers who have signed up. We help get you ready, feeling confident and comfortable before you get up here, so you don't just we're not throwing you to the wolves. And we also do all the fun things on social media. Well, I shouldn't say we, that's Lynette and Star, but because they're killing it. So if you ever have questions, we need some people to come up here and present. Just kind of let us know and we'll get you started.
So I know the protocol where I'm supposed to give this big inspiration of for entrepreneurships, but I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to randomly call on someone or just randomly give someone the mic. And your job is just to give us something to just take us through the week, okay? B, can I get you to do that for us? You knew I was looking at you. Come on, girl.
Okay. My name is B. Aguirre Strong, but everyone calls me B Strong. That really is my name. And this is what I would like to leave as a thought in your mind for today. Expectations. Expectations that we have of ourselves and that we have of our children and we have of our community. And to me, that is a great motivator. What can I do to meet the expectations of people around me? How can I help them? And I think this group is a very strong example of that type of thought. And so I leave you today with expectations.
Thank you all for coming. We appreciate you.